Audio Adventures is a D&D 5th edition podcast that deals with possible themes of gore, trauma, and societal issues. Specific trigger warnings can be found in the description. Listener discretion is advised.
Last time on Audio Adventures.
I think his name is Virgil.
What the freak?
Wait, what?
It's not like the same Virgil that you remember. It seems like you saw him just a little bit ago, but he seems so much older. Somehow.
We should get moving.
Y'all are going to the carpet, and you start conversing with your other party members, and off in the distance, in the direction that you were heading, you hear a very faint and very low horn.
Can you fly up high with these guys, and we will try to keep up on foot?
I can.
Guys, all I hear is a faint ringing. I don't know what the heck you're hearing.
I believe my +1 of survival says everything you need to know. How did I get out of these woods into civilization? That you'll have to find out on your own.
You guys head back in the direction of Lord Device to the west. And all of you kind of feel like you're being watched over your shoulder.
I'd like to look over my shoulder.
You look over your shoulder, there's no one there.
Dun dun dun!
I mean, there better be somebody there because I'm not the last one in the marching order.
There's no one there, you think for a second, and then you see Red Guest, and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh god!
And then I still think there's no one there, and I turn back. Walk.
We're all just super prepared for our characters today.
Yeah, so you pick up the pace. You are making a little bit more noise as you're walking along. And far off in the distance, you hear from your left.
No.
This is bad. This is really bad.
Hello and welcome to Audio Adventures. This is a D&D 5th edition podcast that is made by friends, with friends, and for friends. And if you clicked on us, buckle up. It's going to be a crazy magic carpet ride for you and me. This podcast is used by my nerdy friends and I to escape our lives for a time and act out some pretty ridiculous scenarios. And we are so glad to have you here. A couple things before we start. Our group loves the rule of cool, so I'm sure we will get rules wrong. So if we do, please feel free to tell us in a kind fashion down in the comments. Also, if you want to contribute to the fantastical world of Seblos where this campaign takes place, please make a comment and you may be seeing that kobold cleric in the very near future, along with your name in the show as well. Now, please grab a seat and some popcorn, and let's meet our Wandering Vanguard.
This is bad. This is really bad.
And then you hear the small little, giggles from the first night you flew over the forest, too. Off, in the tar pits as you pass. One would say this is a giggling forest.
Do I see any of my friends?
For right now, you do not.
Oh, good. Oh,
It seems that you wandered for a little while.
Does he see the neon red sphere that shoomed into existence?
No, because he walked off a little bit before that, and it took you a little bit, so he walked right out of range of the illumination of the red neon.
No.
It's a sad day.
Oh, no.
He's completely alone in the forest.
Oh, no. Why is it temporal?
With giggles all around.
Oh, no.
But it's also Tomb and Ekman and Red Guest. And speaking of those three, let's cut back over to them as they wander to try to find you as well. So all three of you are walking.
Nope, Timbrel's dead. This is where he dies.
You shan't become immortal.
As the soul knife does at level 20, you shan't become mortal.
Who's taking lead now? Is it Tomb with your
Yes.
floating sword?
Yes.
Okay, Red Guest, are you next to Tomb? Behind Tomb?
Next to.
Okay. And Ekman is kind of like behind both of you, and you can kind of like he's holding on to Tomb as you guys are walking like a little kid.
Oh no! Oh no! I was
And
gonna
he's
be
just
holding
kinda-
on to Ekman. Oh no!
He's kind of holding on, and he's like, "Oh, all right. I have swords. Swords are my friends. Oh, swords are my
fine.
friends."
Did you say
It's a-
Ekman was holding on to me?
Yes.
Oh no! Oh no! Me
And
and,
he's just
me and
kinda-
Ekman are going to be super scared boyos together.
And he's just, you can kind of hear that he's doing a bit better than Tibril in the scared factor, but he is only muttering, "Swords are my friends attack my enemies," over and over. And you guys, if you guys want to give me perception checks as well, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, gee. 5.
22.
Dang. Negative 35. Alright. And Ekman's just kind of holding on a little tighter to him as you go along. And you guys are just continuing. Red Guest, you notice the similar things that Tibril has noticed from before. You notice all of the giggling from all of the directions, the fog rolling on the ground, except you also notice that with your 22, you notice that the cackling from your right is growing a faint bit closer.
We should walk faster or run. The giggles are coming.
The giggles are coming not just for the party, but for us too.
That was said so casually.
All right, I'm ready now. All my lights are off.
Ooh, that's a
I'm
good
ready
point.
for I'm
Ooh.
ready for spoops.
One
I
second.
also
already,
turn off
like,
mine.
I am already tense. Like, so now we're making it. Now
One second. I want to turn off mine too.
Can't see anything. Did I miss anything? I turned my lights off.
I turn my lights off, but it gets pitch dark in my house if I turn the lights off.
Same.
Spoopy lighting engaged.
Oh, it's pitch black in my room besides my computer.
Here's my computer, my monitor, my laptop,
You don't know how tempted I am to
Jonathan's
turn off.
computer.
You don't know how tempted I am just to go to audio and turn off my monitor just to super spoop.
Dude,
But I'm
They're
not. I want to
actually-
feel.
There are actually 2 lights at a house that are on right across, like outside of the sliding door that I have.
Right.
Like from another house across the street a little down a ways, but they're bright enough to look like little tiny eyes looking at me through the window.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Ooh.
That is actually the worst.
So I don't want to turn my lights off anyway.
I guess so. With Red Guest's words, I'd say we probably move a little bit faster.
all right. You guys continue along your path, noticing now that Red Guest has pointed it out. Oh yeah, that is that the giggles are indeed coming. And as you continue along, you start to hear footsteps in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast light to see what's in front of us.
You cast light and you don't see anything for a couple seconds, and then the footsteps get closer and closer
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
and closer.
I ready my sword.
And you see a pale white hand start to come around the bark of a tree, and you see
I swear it's not me.
and you see coming from behind a tree
Nick Stark.
is a woman.
Oh no. Stab it. Kill it.
A very beautiful woman.
Kill it.
She has
Okay.
long black hair, blue eyes. She's wearing a necklace with a black stone that is rough cut and a white dress
Okay, I'm gonna
to the floor of
do
the white
something
dress.
else too. Just gotta find it.
She's going to peek around the corner of the tree, and she's going to look really scared. Oh. Hello? Who are you?
Can I cast, no, wait. Can I make an Arcana check to see if to see if the feeling that I felt about the hags is similar to the feeling I'd feel around her?
Sure.
Okay. Don't feel me now, buddy. Oh, well. It's not what I asked for. 10.
You see a scared woman before you in a sort of simple white sort of gown that and that you would know that people wear to bed, sort of thing. Like she was rustled out of bed and she's in the middle of these woods for some reason in her nightgown.
Oh, I know. I know.
Before I do anything else, there's a spell I want to cast to protect the two with me, but I want to make sure that I can do it for both of them. I want to cast Resilient Sphere, but I don't know if I can cast it to hold both of them or not.
What does Resilient Sphere say?
Oh, I guess I probably should read that first. Good point. Man. Okay, it says encloses a creature or object of large size or smaller within range.
It says one.
Yeah.
You
Would you let me cast it twice?
probably not unless you want to just completely overlook this lady and do that twice.
Sorry.
She's going to,
Pitch black.
No, I won't do that.
and
I'll save
around
that
this
for later.
time, Tibril, you start walking up through the forest, and you see a very similar sight, but from behind, peeking around a tree, seemingly looking at something and talking to something, but you see a small petite lady with black hair and a white nightgown.
Do I not see the others?
No,
Oh, no.
from your
I-
perspective.
From my perspective, okay. But I see.
I start to. Oh, sorry.
But I see the woman.
Yes. What did you say, Raoul?
I would start to lower my sword and just say, Oh, I'm Adrian.
I is Adrian.
And you see from your perspective, from behind her, you see her move out a little bit, and she seemingly is talking to someone.
Can I make an insight check to see if she looks sketch?
On her butt?
She looks scared.
No, on her, just to see if she looks sus.
Sure, make an insight check.
Well, I rolled my passive 15.
It's dark in here, I can't see my dice.
Little did we know, Red Guest's name is actually Adrian.
Hey, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
I forgot he existed.
Okay. She seems like a scared little woman.
Oh no.
This doesn't seem right.
I am going to stop where I am and just watch what happens.
I'd say Talon... Would Talon, like, react in a way to try and keep Chibral moving forward? Or does he not have that much, like, braininess?
No, Talon's just gonna chill there.
I was about to say, with how tightly I am holding him, I don't think he's moving too much.
Oh, I forgot that.
But you see this woman come out. Oh, hello, Adrian. I don't suppose that you three could help me.
Well, that depends. I am just a noble son of House Manelli. There's not much I can do, but you can ask and I may provide guidance.
And she kind of nods. Well, of course, but I can't seem to find my way out of these woods. Do you suppose that you all could help me out?
I believe you should go east.
East?
East, and I'll point towards east.
Just use the directions.
Oh. Well, if I may ask, where are you three headed? I don't like to be alone and I seem to have gotten separated from my traveling companion.
We are headed west to go further into the woods.
Oh. Well, that's not great. I don't like these woods. They giggle far too much.
You're telling me, lady.
You take the giggles with the bad. It's... Welp.
And she's just gonna kind of look at you. Indeed. Well, I don't suppose that you all are needing a place to camp.
I look over at Tomb.
I shake my head no.
No, we're fine. Thank you, though. Although, you've set up somewhere, but you're trying to get out?
Yes, I hate the nighttime, but I did find a cottage to the north.
Tube's eyes flicker a little bit, and he, like, I'm assuming Ekman's still around my arm.
Ekman is terrified.
I slowly push Ekman behind me And I
Oh,
turn.
he's behind you.
Okay, and I slightly turn to Redguest, and my eyes flicker a little bit. I wish I could talk right now.
I wish you could talk right now. Well, thank you for your for letting us know. But for now, we are dead set on our way.
Good job.
Oh.
Good job.
That's too bad. Well, is it just you three?
I shake my head, yes.
Do I hear this conversation happening?
Yeah.
Tibril is like freaking out, but like he's doing that, like covering his face, with talon, like.
Can you roll a deception check, and then Tibro, can you roll a stealth?
Natural 20! Yay!
Yeah. I can roll 1 second.
I hide from everything. This is where I needed my nat 20. That's gonna be me and Ekman in just a second.
Ah.
Like that, we're gonna hardcore be like Shaggy and Scooby type scared, or that picture of Ed and Al. Oh, I should probably give you my plus, which I believe is a 1.
I rolled a 19.
All right.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a 2. So I have 22.
She's rolling bad. All right.
No, Tomb, no.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, are you talking
I wasn't
about?
talking about Tim.
Oh, good.
She was talking about the witch.
Oh, thank goodness.
You don't know she's a witch.
Oh,
she's
come
definitely-
on, Sam.
She's definitely a
Your
witch.
characters don't know
You're
she's
very
a witch.
beautiful.
Your
woman.
characters don't know she's a witch, but I have a feeling that Tomb knows she's a witch.
Tim, with the information listed,
You could just
would
change
be
the
like,
W
this
and
is a
it'd be-
little sus.
Yeah.
You
but-
could change the W and it's still accurate.
Oh my gosh. But she's going to kind of nod. Well, that's a shame. I guess I will keep going.
Safe travels to you, my lady. And I bow.
And also with you three.
Thank you.
May the maiden favor you.
Ah.
And she just turns around to start walking towards Tibril. And she walks right. Tibril, are you hiding, or are you just trying?
I am trying to be sneaky, but when I see her
Pretend to be
start
a
turning
tree.
around, I am probably going to hide behind a tree.
Okay. It's like one of those moments in like a QTE mini game and a horror game where like you just get the button press off in time to not die sort of thing.
Ooh.
Yay!
But like she turns around and starts walking deeper into the forest, and you like hide behind a tree, and as she comes into your line of sight but out of the line of sight of Tomb, Redguest, and Ekman, you see her disappear.
Oh, don't like that. Don't like that.
I'll turn the tomb and be like, that was a very pretty lady.
I'm going to
And
slowly.
I shake my head no.
I'm going to start tiptoeing my way over towards where she was talking.
And I write in my notebook and show to Ekman and Redguest as like, we need to find Tibril and get out of here.
And Ekman will say, I think I know why I don't like women.
Quote of the day! Quote of the day! Oh my gosh, that was great.
The rumor come out.
The rumor come out.
What's Ekman's last name?
Tirmity.
Ekman Tirmity is gay. Does Ekman
No, it
Tirmity
just
is
is.
gay?
Does is.
Does is.
Does Ekman is gay?
But Peter, you start tiptoeing over to the tree that she just peeked out from.
Slowly.
Do we
super
see you?
quietly.
Do you start peeking out?
I am going to get to where she was, and I'm going to very quiet. I might let go of Talon first and let him go out first.
Talon would fly away and go back to Tomb.
Okay, so you get behind the tree, and then all of you guys see, after you think that this woman left, you just see Talon just fly out from behind the tree and land on Tomb. And Ekman is like, oh!
Did I hear that?
Yes.
I immediately go around and hug Tomb and Ekman and all of them. It's like, oh, thank goodness.
Oh!
Okay, we need to go. I think Nyx is setting up the sphere. We need to go. That lady that you guys were talking to, she just disappeared into nothing.
The best ones always do.
No, not figuratively, literally.
I put my hand on Tibble to try and calm him down.
It doesn't.
And I show him my notebook, and I just fill him in on all the stuff that I told Ekman and Redguest. And I also write down is that we can't stay in this forest. When we get to Nyx, we have to leave.
Right. Well, let's get
Too
going.
late.
Too late.
Too late! And as you hug Tomb and you get filled in, Ekman just kind of envelops you in a hug that feels real, strength you've never seen him use before.
Oh, me and him are hardcore doing the Shaggy Scooby thing, where we're both freaking out together. Just holding each other like, oh, no.
That's adorable.
Imagine if
It's not adorable when you're terrified.
What'd you say, Ro?
Imagine if it had just been you and Tomb, Ekman. That lady would have probably had to come closer to read what Tomb wrote.
Oh. Oh no.
Tube's eyes flicker a little bit more.
Oh no.
And if a Warforged could
Redguest.
shiver, he shivers.
He kind of nuzzles into Tibral's shoulder a little bit more. Nope. Hate it. Don't like it. Why are we here? Can we leave?
Redguest will shrug and start walking in the direction he assumes they're supposed to go. And just be like,
I'm going to point in the because I figured I have a general idea of which way I came from.
Yeah, you would know the general direction of where you.
So I'm
came
gonna
from.
start. It's like, okay, I left him this way. He was getting Tavis and the others into safety.
funny how she didn't go past us. She went deeper into the woods where we're going.
Oh no.
Just trying to mess with Ekman.
Oh god. Oh gods.
Wait,
Um.
am I Scooby or is he Scooby? Who is Scooby in this relationship?
Tomb is Scooby.
Tomb is Scooby? Then
I
who's
think, I think realistically, Tomb is Shaggy and all of you except Redguest are
I think
Scooby.
Device is Shaggy because he's only using less than 1% of his power.
Stop it. Shaggy Ultra Instinct, woo.
Oh my gosh. All right. So all of you continue walking deeper into the forest. Ekman is just doing like when you hold out your arm to someone, like both of you are like arm in arm.
Oh, we're holding hands hardcore.
Yeah. You guys continue. As that happens, Tavis and Bright in the bubble.
Yes.
So you said your bubble is bright red, correct?
It is the color of my eyes, which is burning red.
Oh no.
All right.
Exactly the kind of color anybody could possibly see for miles.
Exactly.
And it's dark.
Yep.
Damn it.
Wait a minute.
The light is illuminating from this large bubble, and it seems to just cut through the darkness.
How far?
A couple
30
feet, but it
feet.
feels further because of the
They
darkness.
don't come out in the day, so therefore light might keep them away.
True, that is why I
Um,
casted light to see if that would do anything.
And you see that after like a little while later, around this time, you hear a but on your dome,
I look around.
and looking in with a hand on the dome is another woman.
Oh,
no.
But she's different from the ones that your other friends have met. She has long, blonde, curly hair and brown eyes. And pale white skin. And she's going to be looking through the dome, but every time she scans through and meets your eyes, it seems like she holds a little too long and then keeps going like she can't see through.
haha, she can.
I'm gonna
Hello?
say, don't lie to me. You can see me.
Well, first roll perception to see if you notice that.
14.
You don't notice it.
Frick.
Can I do a perception check to see if I notice it?
Yeah.
That is 21. What does a 21 get me?
You notice it. Like just barely.
I'm gonna turn to Nyx and I'm gonna say, like without breaking contact with her, and I say, "Can anybody see through this thing?"
I look over at Tavis. No?
Well,
Except which?
she
I mean, they can
see-
hear our voices, but no.
I whisper, "She can see us."
Hello?
And then I'm gonna say, don't lie to me. You can see me, can't you?
God.
And she'll say, hello, is anyone in there?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hold up my pinky finger and say, frick you, you're lying to me.
Me and my friend are in here. What can we do for you?
I seem to have been separated from my traveling companion. Do you think I could do you think you could help me?
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah. And you see that she's also wearing a similar necklace to what I described before, with rough black uncut stone in it.
Okay. Crap.
Could you remind me again? Can I can I attack out of the bubble?
Wait. Where'd it go?
So
No.
for Leomin's tiny hut, you spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. But
Unnatural.
if you want to jab through with a sword,
Does a gun count as a magical projectile?
I think the thing would be you would have to stick out your hand and then fire.
Okay.
Stab from afar. People with the glaive with Leomin's tiny hut. I'm immortal.
I got an unnatural 20.
You can tell that she has been separated from her companion, but not forcefully.
I knew it.
I would like to approach the bubble and start dancing in front of her.
And then you go and dance up. and she's just maintaining like the dead stare.
I want to try to distract her, so I'm Fortnite dancing in front of her.
Roll a performance check.
All right.
This is ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
17?
You're putting us in a scary situation, Sam. We need some. At least one of us is trying to be trying to like lighten the mood with Fortnite dances.
You said what?
Spooky.
17.
She looks over a little bit like she's looking at something off in the distance, and then comes through and looks back and keeps the dead stare.
Okay. I'm going to tap on the like kind of the dome where I am, just like a couple feet away from the dancing, and I'm gonna like kind of wave her over to come towards me away from the dancing.
Okay, so you go to tap and your finger goes through.
Oh. Well, I just
so
like kind of wave.
Gesture?
Yeah, I'm just gonna gesture for her to like walk over to where I am on the to like in front of where I am, not welcoming her in, but just to like tell her to move this way.
All right. And then she walks over to your hand and looks at the place where it is emanating from.
Which hand did you use?
The middle one.
Yes, good man.
Anyway, I'm sorry about my friend, but there's actually nothing we can really do to help you right now. In fact, letting you in would be too dangerous. And I'm going to be doing, out of character, I'm going to be using deception on her. You see, as you can clearly see, my friend is a little bit, not well.
I am very much insane.
You'll see the other people behind me. We're actually in the midst of containing a contagious plague that we have discovered by accident, and it would not be in anyone's best interest for you to walk through. You might have to go along as best you can.
Roll deception with advantage.
Look at
I would like to start drinking some beer from my jug.
This is no time to get drunk.
You said with advantage, right?
Yeah.
What do I take, the 1 or the 18?
The rumor come out. The 1 or the 18.
Deception. Where did I put deception? Okay, that is... Oh my gosh. 25.
Okay. You can kind of see, you can see that she narrows her eyes for like a split second, and then it smooths out. Oh, well, I am not sure what you mean by I cannot see anything but a red dome and, well, now your hand. But if you let me in, I am quite a successful healer.
Do I sense any lies from her?
Roll an insight check.
Oh, can you not see through this?
Natural 20?
You can tell that the first part of where she narrowed her eyes and then smoothed back out, she was covering up that she could see through. But she is indeed a successful healer.
Okay.
I say to her, I ask her, oh, can you not see through this? I thought
No,
people
she
could.
can. No, people can't, but she can somehow.
I'm sorry, I don't
She has
really
to be
know.
very powerful to be able to.
Well,
Clearly, by the sound of your friend's voice, he's quite insistent that I can, but I'm telling you that I cannot see through.
Oh.
I mean, I must remind you that I'm completely delusional.
I thought people could. Well, either way, I can't let you in and risk contaminating anybody outside if you left. Because if you do come in here, you will have to stay in here for quite some time, and even a very exceptional healer, if what you say is true, I really doubt that you would be much help with our expertise and dealing with this plague that we actually have really not much knowledge of. Only that it is very, what it seems, contagious.
I would like to move towards their conversation.
Do I have to do another deception check, or?
Yeah.
I want to try something.
Okay.
I want to try to steal her necklace.
Okay.
I want to reach through and just snatch it.
Roll
23.
sleight of hand. 23 for deception. She's gonna look over and start to answer you. 24 sleight of hand.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
All right. You see, as you reach out and you do make contact and you grab this necklace and you yank it off of her as your hand swishes out and grabs it. You see that her eyes go wide, and then she makes direct eye contact with you and says, "If you knew what was good for you, you would give that back right now."
I testing her out. I'm just gonna move my head around. Does she follow me?
She is maintaining eye contact now.
See, I knew you could see me.
Do you want to give it back?
Well, yeah, I don't really feel comfortable that you lied with me. Now,
I don't feel comfortable. You just stole what was mine.
I didn't know he was going to do that. Like I told you, plague, disease, it's not very nice in here.
Could I use all 8 ounces of my acid to pour, could I pour all 8 ounces of my acid onto this necklace?
Sure.
Do I see him about to do this?
Yeah, you would see it.
Can I do a quick Arcana check to see if it would be destroyed by acid?
Sure. And as you guys are doing that, you hear another feminine voice call out through the night. "Sister, I sense something's wrong." And from the left side of the forest, walking in, you see the woman that I described met with your other companions before walks up in a similar garb. Both of them are wearing white nightgowns. And then both of them are maintaining eye contact through the sphere. You said 19 for Arcana. Tavis, you look over and you see that these stones would not be destroyed.
I quickly tell Nyx, don't waste anything. It's not going to be destroyed by that.
In which case, I'm going to coat it in poison and hand it back. Toss it back.
All right. Can you... Let me just double check one thing.
I am prepared to take the damage.
All right. You see that you toss the stone back and she catches it. And then you see her hand kind of react in a way, but then she just rubs off the stone and then rubs the stone back where the poison touched. And then her hand used to look a little rough where it was, and then she smoothed the stone back over and then looks at it and then holds the hand back up and waves with her fingers and then reattaches the necklace.
I'm going to say, very powerful wind.
I told you. Powerful healer. And right around this time, the rest of the group comes walking up behind. You see a very large red sphere with 2 women and white nightgowns standing in front of it.
I'm gonna put my arms in front of Tomb and the others and be like, oh, hold on.
I'm going to stop, and me and Ekman are going to probably hold each other, like, cheek to cheek, like, just staring.
Well, like I explained to your friend here, and I will say to you again, there's a very dangerous disease in here, and
yes, it's called stupidity.
it would be best if we could keep anybody.
That was Trevor.
I look at him and
No, that was Trevor.
And I continue to say, and as you can see, it has gotten to not only one of our heads, but soon it is going to get worse. And right now I'm in the works of trying to figure out what exactly can combat it. And now that I see that you have found your friend, it would be safer for the both of you to be along your way. If you would both please.
I also want to do something once after you answered Tavis.
I would like to start randomly changing shapes.
Okay. And both of them are looking at you, just changing shapes through the dome. And as you finish this sentence, and if you want to give me another deception roll, you can. But as in the group behind, you see just come up from seemingly nowhere. 2 other females walk up right behind these other 2. One with short black hair, and the other one with a bald head.
Behind the other 2 witches or behind us?
Behind the other 2 women on the dome. And all 4 are in white nightgowns. And what was your check? A natural 20?
A natural 20. Yeah.
They'll look at you. Nod. Now you see that there are 4 of them there as you finish your sentence. And then, speaking in unison, all 4 of them. We see. Well, we tried to help, but you keep pushing away our advances. And then you see all 4 of them start to shift and mutate and grow into these large and horrible wart-infested hags. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
God.
Last thing, I want to change into one of them right at the
Alright, you as you see them shape shift, you're like, ooh! And then you take one of their shapes, and that Tavis, you see one of them is suddenly in the dome with you.
Oh. Oh.
Man, this form is ugly.
And that was this episode of Audio Adventures. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and most of all, please share to get out the word so we can share our story with you and keep doing what we're doing. If you have an idea for an NPC, a shop, or even an encounter, please comment down below. You might be seeing any of those in the next session or maybe even the upcoming sessions. Again, thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next week. Please stay safe, everyone, and wear those seatbelts.